held his own in that first fight with Edwards, and this time he's able to get the win. He extended his unbeaten streak to 11 straight fights, the fourth longest by a welterweight in UFC history, and currently the fourth longest active streak. He's won 5 straight fights, all as an underdog. That ties the longest streak by any fighter over the last 15 years. Co-main event featured Tom Aspinall, the interim heavyweight champion, defending his belt against Curtis Blades. Aspinall, another Brit, hometown favorite. Blades beat Aspinall back in 2022 after Aspinall blew out his knee 15 seconds into their fight. 1 minute into round 1, Aspinall able to land a straight punch and drop Blades, and Aspinall gets a TKO in the first round. He has a combined 3 minutes and 37 seconds of cage time in his last 4 fights. Saturday night UFC means Daniel Cormier joining us on SportsCenter, and he joins us all the way from Manchester. DC, Belal Muhammad was a bloody mess at the end of that fight because Leon Edwards caught him, but he's leaving with Edwards' welterweight championship belt after a dominant performance. What impressed you most about what Muhammad was able to do in the octagon?
You know, Stan, Belal Muhammad told us all this week that he would make this fight look easy. Granted, it wasn't easy when you're that bloody, but he dominated the fight over long periods of time. Leon Edwards landed a beautiful elbow at the end of the 5th round that cut him, so that might have swayed the round in his favor. But every round that Belal Muhammad won, it was very clear that he was winning. Honestly, Stan, he fought like Khabib. A lot of pressure and scored a lot of takedowns. We hadn't seen Leon Edwards struggle wrestling like that for a really long time.
DC, the last fight got stopped because of an eye poke, and now this decision. So is this a trilogy situation?
You know, I don't know. You know, Leon Edwards had defended that belt 2 times. He beat Kamaru Usman to become champ, beat Kamaru Usman again, and then beat Colby Covington. So if there is a guy that warrants an immediate rematch, it could happen. But I think there are so many young, hungry competitors in this division that if the UFC decided to pivot, they could. But I would not be opposed to seeing these guys run it back, and not at 5 o'clock in the morning like it is here in Manchester.
Yeah, UFC trying to take advantage of the U.S. market, so an odd time there in the U.K. Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall, another knockout. Curtis Blades had to know, based on Aspinall's history, that he was going to come after him early. Why did it still work?
Because Tom Aspinall is the man, Stan. I'm going to tell you one thing, man. You want a heavyweight champion that looks like Tom Aspinall, like one of the strongest and baddest men on the planet. There is no denying that when Tom Aspinall walks into a room, you think that's a bad dude. And he has proven it time and time again. He is so gifted, so well-rounded, that he really does look to be the future of the heavyweight division. He's phenomenal.
All right, so Dana White has said that the winner of this fight would get the winner of John Jones, Stipe Miocic. Is Aspinall in their class?
I think he is, man. Just because of his age. He's so young. I think he's 30 maybe. John's 38. Stipe's 41. These guys have been around the block 2 or 3 times already. Tom Aspinall's still getting going, and he's been so dominant in everything he's done. This guy, Stan, looks like the lineal heavyweight champion, where I understand he's the interim. John's only fought 1 at the weight class. Tom Aspinall has beaten everybody every time he stepped in the octagon, and he's getting more and more dominant every time he steps in there. This guy is the real deal, Stan.
All right, so UK fans get a win for Aspinall, but the loss for fan favorite Leon Edwards. DC, always great having you on the show. Safe travels back home.